Today's topic is referral orders and tasks. Referral orders are placed in the exact same way as all other orders. They can be placed anywhere in the chart, ambulatory summary, table of contents, quick orders, anywhere that you put any other order, you can do referral orders. One thing that's different about referral orders is we have them set up in favorites so that you can take advantage of some additional content, which I'll show you in just a minute. So if you have not already saved these referral orders as your favorites, which I would strongly suggest you do, to view the referral orders, you want to go to Shared, and you want to bring up Shonda Rakestraw's referral orders. Shonda is the keeper of the referral orders. She has a folder, and she makes any updates that need to be made on these referral orders. We want to use them from Shonda's list or the ones that you've saved from Shonda's list instead of just searching for the order because of this additional content, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to start off with an internal referral order. There's also an external specialty referral order. The difference between those is this. Internal referral order is used whenever the provider that you're sending the patient to has one-chart access. You use the internal referral. If the provider does not have one-chart access, for instance, you're sending the patient to a provider in Kansas City or Oklahoma City, somewhere out of the Wichita area, then you're going to use that external specialty referral. I'll show you both. Most of the time, well over 90% of the time, the internal referral order is what you want to use. And the internal referral orders also are broken up by specialty, where the external specialty referral, there's just one, and then you pick the specialty later. So I'm going to pick the dermatology one. Just like I would any other order, go to my shopping cart, pick a diagnosis if there's one already there. Because I'm signed in as a medical assistant, I'm going to have to put in the ordering, the physician's name. If I were signed in as a provider, that would automatically come in. Again, these orders are the same as the other orders that you place. If you're not the physician or the provider, we always want to pick cosign required, just like other orders. When the order comes up, the reason for referral is required, and I'm going to put in rash. The referred to provider, we always need to put that in, and this is where I'm going to be able to tell if I'm on the right order. If I were sending this patient to see Dr. Capper, I should be able to find Dr. Capper's name in this list, in this dictionary, which I did. If I didn't find Dr. Capper's name, that means that he does not have one-chart access. Therefore, I need to switch orders and use that external referral order. So as long as I'm able to find the provider that I'm sending to and the referred to provider, then I know I've got the right order. There will be situations where you're not sure, or it really doesn't matter which specific doctor you're sending your patient to. I can put in the group name here under the free text. So let's say this physician just wants the patient seen by somebody in VCC Derm. So we can put that in. If it's first available, we can put first available. Then I'm going to switch over to order comments. This is the content you will not get if you just search for these referral orders in the referral catalog. Or in the order catalog. You want to be sure to pick the ones that Shonda Rakestraw has saved. This is the way that we have are using the system so that we can always know what questions are asked. These questions are different depending on which referral order you use, and they were built specifically with input from that department. So dermatology said these are the things that we need to know. So we're going to put back in the provider name. We're going to put in the reason for visit. They need to know where is that rash, how long have they had the rash, etc. So we're just going to fill in all of this content. I've already got my diagnosis, and I'm going to sign. So that internal referral order has now been placed. I'm going to show you now how we can look for the other order. If we were sending this patient to see a dermatologist in Kansas City, instead of using the internal, we'd use the external referral order. And I would suggest that you save that to your favorites as well. It's external specialty referral. I went kind of fast, so I just want to show you external specialty referral. Again, it requires a diagnosis. The order looks a little bit different, although we do have to always pick our provider. The biggest difference is that we have to pick the specialty. It's required. Reason for a visit is required, just like we did before. If I'm putting in this order correctly, I should not be able to find the physician that I'm sending this patient to in this provider list, because again, these are just providers in one chart. So I can just free text it. I'm going to say I'm sending them to Kansas City Dermatology. And I can fill in special instructions. There's not going to be any content under order comments, because this could be anybody. We don't know what their specific things are, and then I just sign my order. So now I've shown you how to enter a referral order. Next, I'm going to show you, if I go to multi-patient task list, how I can complete those tasks. Here are the two orders I just placed. Here's the external specialty referral, and here's the internal referral. I'm going to show you how to do the internal referral, although the external one is exactly the same thing. I'm just going to use this one for my example. So if I'm the person in the office who calls to make that appointment, and again, each office is different. Different people do that. I'm going to bring up this referral and pre-auth form. You'll notice none of the fields here are required. However, it's important that we always put in the provider that we made the appointment with, and I'm just going to use Capper, keep consistent with my example. Did I give that information? Did I make the appointment? Yes. I want to put in the date that the appointment's scheduled and the time that it's scheduled. You know, within one chart, whenever we put a date, we always want to put a time as well. Let me get that time in there. We'll say it's 10 o'clock. Did we notify the patient? If there's any comments, I can put those here. If a prior authorization was required, I can say yes. I can also store that prior authorization number here and when it's valid through. I'm going to show you the benefits of filling in this information. Not only will we be able to get reporting data from it, but we'll also, once I save that form, if I go back into that patient's chart, you'll also notice, before we do that, also notice that it's going to complete that task and let that task fall off the task list. If I go back into that patient's chart, under documentation, there's going to be a document, oops, sorry, shouldn't have double clicked. There's going to be a document there, and it's going to give all that information, the appointment date and time, the prior authorization, everything that I entered. So that patient calls back in a week later, wants to know when their appointment is. I've got that data. The specialty office calls and wants the prior authorization number. All that is documented in the chart. I don't have to go and look at a phone message, look at documentation. There's going to be a note, and that note is referral pre-auth. Remember, and if you need help, if you don't remember and you need help, you can set a filter so that you would only see those referral notes if you need to. Thank you for your attention. As always, if you have any questions, contact your liaison, your informaticist, or you can contact me directly. I'm Teresa Williams, and Teresa Williams at ascension.org. Thank you.